Hello student, this is Yashika Panchal and today we are going to start our 11th biology and the chapter is animal classification. So students, you see in your around, you see in your around different animals like cat, dog, different insects and cow. But have you ever wondered how many variety and different species exist in the world? Like 100? No. Like 10,000? No. 1 lakh? No. So, according to the scientist, more than 1 million around. According to the scientist, more than 1 million around species are exist in the world. So, this is a major problem which occur. So, how are we learn and understand the different variety of animals? This is the major problem. So, the solution to this problem is classification. Animal classification is a system by which organize and group of under different variety of animals based on their similarities and dissimilarities. The idea of a animal classification is starting with the Aristotle, which is so students animal classification is starting with the Aristotle, which is a he is a, he was a Greek philosopher and it is around 4th century. He classified the animals in two ways: animal with blood, as we can say vertebrates, and animal without blood, which as we can say invertebrates. Later, the animal classification, not animal classification, but later, R.H. Whitaker in 1969 he proposed the five kingdom classification of life. He classified he classified the species in five different kingdoms, in five different based on the complexity of their structure. Second, cell structure. And the third one is mode of nutrition. So again, we explain after the Aristotle, we gave the five different classifications of life. So he classified on the basis of complexity, cell structure, and mode of nutrition. R.H. Whitaker classified the five kingdoms. First one is the monads, which is prokaryotes like bacteria and blue green algae. Second kingdom is protistata, which is unicellular eukaryotes, protozoa and some algae. Third one is fungi, multicellular except yeast, heterotrophs by absorption. Fourth kingdom is plantae, which is multicellular and autotrophic plants. And the last one, which I read in this chapter, which is Animalia, multicellular and heterotrophic animal. Students, in this chapter, we learn about the animal kingdom. In this, uh, by their complexity structures, like mode of nutrition, padenge hum. We classified the animal classification based on their level of organization. What? Level of organization. Some animals have tissue level organization, and some animals have cells level organization, and some animals have total organs and whole body organization. So here we go. The first one is cell. In animal kingdom, most of the animal, okay, all the animal are not all, but most of the animal are multicellular. So here we learn how the cells are come segregate and which animal is tissue level have tissue level organization and which animal have organ body organization. So first of all, we learn, are also known as cellular level organization. In the cellular level organization, the cells of the body, the cells of the animal, they come aggregate and form the multicellular. So in the cellular level organization, the animals comes under is this poriferans, porifera, which is also known as sponges. Second is tissue level organization. In tissue level, which animal and which animals come under the tissue level organization? In this, the cells are comes aggregate. The group of cells are comes aggregate and form the tissue. All the phylum of animals classification. The first is porifera. After the porifera, the colontrate or ctenophora comes under the tissue level organization. Tissue level organization, the cells, the group of cells are come and aggregate and form tissue. Which animals comes under the tissue level organization is which animals comes under the tissue level organization is coelentrates and ctenophora. Ctenophora. Third one is organ organ level organization. Organ level organization. मुझे जहां तक लगता है कि आपको जितने भी फाइलम्स पता है किंगडम्स के, मैं इस साइड लिख देती हूँ जिससे आपको एक बार एक आइडिया लग जाएगा. पॉलीफेरा, सिलेंट्रेटा, ये रफली लिख रही हूँ, आगे आगे मैं आपको बताऊँ. टिनोफोरा, प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थेस, annelids, sorry, ascahelminthes, annelids, molluscus, orthopoda, and the last one is echinodermata and hemichordata. So start from the platyhelminthes until the hemichordata. Both, sorry, start from the platyhelminthes until the hemichordata. All the phylums of the animals comes under the organ level organization. Here, so we can say the platyhelminthes to hemichordata have organ level organization. Organ level organization, we learned the cell level organization. Here we learned about the porifera. And the second, we learned tissue level organization where the ctenophora and the collen come. The third one is the organ level organization, which is come and the animals comes under the platyhelminthes, starting from the platyhelminthes to hemichordata, have organ level organization. Simply, organ level organization, it means the group of tissues which make and which made the organ, like digestive organ, respiratory organ, comes under the organ level organization. By the animal on the basis of the symmetry. Animals are classified on the basis of their symmetry. First, animal have three symmetry. First one is asymmetry. With those animal which do not have any type of symmetry in their body. Second one is bilateral symmetry. हम आगे इसको डिस्कस करेंगे कि एसिमेट्री में कोई सिमेट्री नहीं होती है इसकी बॉडी में. बायलेटरल सिमेट्री, इसकी बॉडी को हम अच्छे से काट सकते हैं. बायलेटरल सिमेट्री. And third is radial symmetry. So, in the asymmetry, any plane passes on their body. Any plane passes on their body and cannot divide it into two halves, four halves, six halves. They are comes under the asymmetry. मतलब उनकी बॉडी कहीं से भी काट लो वो एक जैसी नहीं करेगी, कोई से भी प्लेन में काट लो. एंड इन asymmetry के अंदर आते हैं हमारे पॉलीफेरल्स. Asymmetry is any plane that passes through the center of the body. It does not divide it into their equal halves of body. It is asymmetry. मतलब आप उसको किसी भी भाग में काट लो asymmetry. जैसे ये इसको मैं ऐसे काटूं, इसको ऐसे काटूं, ऐसे काटूं, किसी भी प्लेन में काटूं through their center, it did not give, it does not give any two equal half, four equal half, five equal half. It is called asymmetry. And those animals which comes under the asymmetry, which is porifera, which is poriferous. In asymmetry, all sponges or and poriferans comes under asymmetry. It's mean spongy can be cut into any plane which passes through the center. It did not give any equal half, which is called asymmetry. Getting my point? Second one is
when the when any plane when any plane through the center of the animal body cut into two halves, it is called radial symmetry. In radial symmetry, the phylum of the animals comes under. First one is Polytrata. Ctenophora. So here we can say any plane, when any plane through the center of the body cut into the two halves, it is called the radial symmetry. And the phylum come under the radial symmetry, Coelenterata, and the next one is the Ctenophora. So third one is bilateral symmetry. bilateral symmetry. In bilateral symmetry, when any plane cut the animal body into two identical halves, which we can say the right half and the left half, it is called the bilateral symmetry. And the phylums come under the bilateral symmetry. It is starting from the platyhelminthes to hemichordata. So those phylum which comes under the bilateral symmetry, it is platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, annelids, molluscus, arthropoda, and echinodermata. But in echinodermata condition, the bilateral, this is the exception of the bilateral symmetry. The echinodermata have bilateral symmetry only in larval form, not in adult form. Echinodermata contain bilateral symmetry in only larval form. And the next phylum is hemichordate. So the echinodermata contain bilateral symmetry in larval form, but in adult form, echinodermata have two symmetry. First one is larval form में it contain bilateral symmetry, but in adult form it contain radial symmetry. This is the exception.
In the next lecture, so students, we will learn about their triploblastic, triploblastic, and their segmentation and different phylums of animal kingdom. We will learn in the next lecture. So, thank you so much. आपको अच्छा लगा? Thank you.